When Mickey saw me do the Sherman pedals, he thought that this was dumb, that I actually enjoy taking a nut driver and pushing the pins through. But for some reason I found this very enjoyable. Hey, how you doing? Duff here. We are going to be doing some projects on the V11. These are Merlin Fish pedals, spiked pedals. You may remember that I put a set on my Sherman. I've been very happy with them. I plan to do the same thing to my V11. So I'm going to, first I'm going to apply the same camouflage grip tape since I have some left over from the Sherman install. I like the way it looks on the Sherman. And even though the V11 isn't quite as rugged appearing as the Sherman, I still think camo grip tape will look nice. And I plan to use the same technique that I used last time. Some people said that they did it in a much simpler fashion than what I did. But what I did last time worked for me, so we're going to do it again. And that basically involves putting each pedal on the back of the grip tape, trace it out, cut it out, and then I have something that more or less fits. Nothing technically challenging here. Just try to trace as accurately as you can. I'm curious how easily the grip tape will peel off the V11. It came off the Sherman quite easily, so hopefully the V11 is easy as well. So I don't think you need to watch me cut. I did learn how to do this in kindergarten probably, so my cutting skills have only increased over the last 47 years, I don't know, long time. I've had a long time to become proficient using scissors. I just peeled off the backing, so now I am trying to place these on the pedals with extreme precision, because if you know me, I'm all about extreme precision. Alright, now here comes the best part. Now, when Mickey saw me do the Sherman pedals, he thought that this was dumb, that I actually enjoy taking a nut driver and pushing the pins through. But for some reason I found this very enjoyable. Evidently when he did this on his wheel, he just like stood on it and just used like his foot to poke these through. But then he's missing out on the pure enjoyment of pushing spikes through grip tape. And some of you guys might think I'm being sarcastic or kidding when I'm saying this. I'm not. Just feel for it and push it. And if you're into ASMR, I don't know, maybe you'd find this enjoyable. I don't know, the sounds of sandy grip tape. That doesn't really do anything for me. Alright, so they're all punched through. Then I'm just going to kind of push down the flat spots with my hand. And there you go. Now the only other thing I need to do is I need to poke through the bottom where the screws will come through. So I'm going to start these from the bottom. Looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 screws are used to attach the V11 pedals, and then I'm going to go back through the top and just use this to kind of push it through the other way, just so the screws have no problem being countersunk, so they're not sticking up awkwardly. Alright, there we go. That one's ready to get installed. So we're going to do the same thing the other one. You don't need to watch me do this again, although you do miss out on the pin punching. Last night, guys, I finally got Half-Life Alyx running on my my Quest 2. To run Half-Life Alyx, you have to do it through Steam. So you basically have to hook your Quest 2 or Quest up to your computer. You run Steam VR, and then through Steam VR you can play Half-Life Alyx, but you're actually connected to the PC with a long USB 3.0 cable. But I finally got in there last night, and that game is freaking incredible. The realism is just, it's amazing. I mean, you can interact with pretty much anything in the environment, almost like you were actually there. It's just, it's the most impressive VR game I've seen so far. And I only mess around in it for like maybe 20 minutes or so, so I need to make some time to sit down and have a proper play session. But Half-Life Alyx is incredible. And those of you that are VR veterans, you already know that, because I'm sure you've already played the game, but it's new to me, and it's pretty damn nuts. Okay, we have the V11 up here on the stand. I just want to mention something that I get this question sometimes. People buy stands for the V11, and they buy the tall boy stands, which technically you don't even need to buy a tall boy stand for a V11, because when you put a V11 on one of these stands, it actually goes on the slide assembly here. It does not go in the pedal hanger. Even the tall boy stands, it would not be high enough to get on this pedal hanger. It actually goes on the slide assembly right there. So, FYI, that's how you put a V11 on one of these stands. So let's flop this down and see how difficult it is to get the grip tape off. So I just used a little flat edge screwdriver, and I got underneath the corner of the grip tape. Much like the Sherman, it feels like this will peel off cleanly. Just slow and steady. Okay, this came off pretty cleanly. So now we just got to take the pedal off, or the pedal plate off, and of course you're going to be losing this little rubber bumper that kind of protects the side here. So I might get a little bit of abrasion going on when I put the pedals up with the fish pedals on, but that's fine. If you treat your wheel like a collector item, you're probably not going to enjoy it very much. That's just that's a tip. Okay, so let me get these screws out, and we'll put the new fish pedal in place. When you take that pedal out, the little rubber insert, it literally just sits in there, so that has to go away in order to get your pedals on, which fit in there quite nicely. There we go, perfect. All right, so using the spots that I already punched out for these screws, we're gonna secure the new spiked pedals to the V11. All right, there you go. That side is done. Done. Beautiful. All right, so we're gonna go to the other side. I'm not gonna make you sit through watching me do the exact same thing all over again. We'll be back when I'm ready to do the final reveal. It's funny, I can still see some of the dried residue from the epic swamp ride I did with Dan in the V11 when we rode past God knows how many alligators, and also carried the wheels through water next to alligators. If you haven't seen that video, you really should check it out. You really should. Here you go. Ta-da! Both sides done. Get you a perspective of what it looks like. I like that, man. Looks cool. The gray and black kind of matches the black of the V11. Still closes just the same, and looks good. Not too bad. Now, when I did the Sherman, I had never ridden spiked pedals before, so I was a little hesitant, and I included some ride footage when I did that video. Now I know that I like the spiked pedals, so I don't think I'm going to have any surprises when it comes to how it feels on the V11, so I think we're good to go. If you guys found this video interesting, please give it a big thumbs up. If this is your first time visiting the channel, please consider subscribing. You never know what you're going to get on my channel. Just prior to doing this, I just shot a video of rotating the tires on my 2016 Tacoma. Yep, you never know what's going to be coming out of the Duff channel. Feel free to leave your comments, suggestions, ideas, and thoughts below. What do you think of the transformation, putting the Merlin spiked pedals on the V11? The pedals are $80, and I will include Merlin's contact information below. I'll include his Facebook Messenger name, his Telegram handle, and also his email address. You can reach him in any of those 3 methods, and he can hook you up. He makes pedals for a variety of wheels. So yeah, just ask him and he will hook you up. Merlin's a good guy. So I think that's all I have for you for now, but guess what? I'm going to be doing one more video after this one. And it has to do with this. This is the V11 seat. And I'm going to be immediately modifying it because I already can tell you that I will not be able to sit on it comfortably otherwise. So that's what's next. So hope you had a good time watching me futz around. Till next time, Duckman out. Looks good in theory, right?